Hmm.
So GK sir asked me to read this Mind to Matter book in order to maybe I can conduct session on this in PMC France channel. So I started reading this book. Now so far I completed around 50 pages. So yeah, I can share whatever I read so far. In the next coming sessions, we can cover the other things.
Sure.
Yeah, so I can share my screen. So I made a small PPT so that
Oh, wow.
yeah, I can. I just quickly made that, you know. So it's not a
Yeah.
yeah. This morning only I was doing present. Okay, hope you guys can see.
Yeah.
Um, so keys in the Hawaii Ocean. So the book it starts like this. So the author who wrote this book is called Dawson Church. I don't know much about him. He's still alive and he's doing plenty of things. He went once to visit, to have a vacation in Hawaii. There, after locking his house, and he went to beach with his car. He took the car key and he went to the beach. And he dived into the ocean, and he had nice time it seems. And when he came outside, he was looking for his key, which he kept into his pocket. He couldn't see that. And there he got a bit panic. He was looking for the keys then all around, all the grounds, wherever he walked. At one point, he, you know, literally he lost his mind that maybe will he find the keys or not. But still, he didn't leave the hope because he's almost a spiritual guy it seems, and he had many teachings in his before times, and he had a positive intent. Somehow I manifest now. I uh, i i literally have my the heart center to not get panicking mode, but me be in the relaxed mode. I will definitely get the key. This is what his intent he had. And he decided to go into the ocean once again, and he looked everywhere. Um, and it is about to dark. The sun was started to set, and still he is not able to find the keys. At one point, he came outside of the ocean, and he met a couple of people who are also coming out of the ocean to the beach. There he had a maybe intention. He wanted to just go and speak with a small guy in the group. Maybe just he had a feeling that maybe I can go and ask to them. And he went to them and he just asked, "Did you guys find any key sort of thing in the ocean?" The small boy was bringing his key. So this is highly miraculous, isn't it? This small kid, he said, I just saw this key inside the ocean, glittering in the middle of many stuff. Maybe I thought someone must have left this, and just like that I brought this key. So this guy simply, he had a nice intent. He didn't lose his hope, and he got the keys back now. So this is how the book is starting. And this chapter now, he is speaking about electromagnetic field. So this book, they also speak about spirituality, but also more in scientific term. Not just blindly believing spirituality. There are energies around you, whatever. But he is giving us a nice proof for that. For example, this magnetic compass. So if a needle is suspended in a middle, what will happen is one point is always going to point out in the northern northern point magnetic field of the northern side of this earth, it seems. And which means there is a electromagnetic field around everything, which influences things. For example, this you must have observed when we were playing with this stuff, the iron fillings. Under the iron fillings, if you keep a magnet, it gets oriented or arranged in a way that you may find different sort of shapes. You can find the mirror in the image, in the bottom third image. So that red and blue is a magnet. If it is kept under the paper, and if you put some iron fillings on the paper, you know how this iron fillings are getting oriented. This happens because electromagnetic waves are there everywhere, and this electromagnetic field creates a shape. So we in spirituality, we say we people have aura, or we have uh, you know the spiritual masters, they say just by looking into a person, they will determine he is going to get a disease, or he is going to have this problem, and everything they were able to say through this by observing the aura of a person. And in scientific term, if we say more, it is simply an electromagnetic field. This is what he says. And it is not the body which has this electromagnetic field, but how the electromagnetic field is there, it is affecting the shape. So it's not your body which determines the electromagnetic field, but the electromagnetic field determines what shape our body is, or the magnetic field determines how a flower shape is. So this is what they say in this. So yeah, and water, for example, um, let's say, for example, if you heat the water, you add heating energy or positive energy, um, and the water from its liquid form, it gets converted into vapor, steam form. How it is getting, just because of the change in energy before and after. So you put an energy, and it changes the shape, it changes the structure of the molecules. And if you put a subtractive energy instead of addition energy, subtractive energy, and then put in the freezer, it gets solidified from liquid to solid. And because the change is happening because of energy is affecting it, it's not the object is affecting the energy, but energy is the main thing which affects the matter. um so we know, like, water has many healing properties, which means um we can have this intent. Let's say we came across people, those who are healing the other people just by putting some water on their head. All this happens not in a miraculous way, but more in a scientific way. How? Because your thought affects everything. If you hold this water in your hand, and you give nice intention to the water, this water, whomever that I give this water should heal them, to come up, to get cured of whatever the disease they have. There's all these things are written in this book, and they get cured. And if we believe in that, and if we work it on, it's really happening. And uh, you know um the Adeline and healing stars, the last point. So Adeline is it's a lady, and she got cancer. What she did was, she cut off from all the things that she was doing, and for 1 month she took a break, and she went into a nice natural area, and she spent more time with herself. She was like communicating with her body, and whenever she is interacting with the water, she speaks with the water. She feels as if cosmic shower is going inside her, and it cures her. She was literally imagining this, throughout, like for 1 month. After this event, she went back and she analyzed the cancer issue. It completely got cured. And by analyzing the electromagnetic field, we have instruments which will say the electromagnetic field around our body, and they just analyze the electromagnetic field of a group of ladies, healthy women, like now, let's say. um and in their electromagnetic field, they noticed like some part is kind of damaged, something like that. Or the electromagnetic wave, it gave a signature of they might get cancer in that uterine part. And you don't believe, within like 6 months, something like that, literally whoever got analyzed with this electromagnetic signature of having this issue, they had cancer eventually. So maybe this is how our spiritual masters have been always, used to say, by just looking into the aura, they have another perception of looking the energy. And so this is another example where they observed the right side image is the molecular structure of water. So they gave like was first row of molecule was tested after given to a particular person. So he keeps this water for a certain time, and if they measure this water in the right side image, right? If they measure this water under a microscope, and this is how the structure of the water is, and they give the same, not same water, but another cup of water to another person, but water is same, right? And they give the same water from same source, and they observe the thing under the microscope. So the second row is little bit dark, and this is this, but and third row, you see, this comes out of from another person, and fourth row is another person. But what we can observe from here is the molecule for each person resembles almost the same, but it varies from person to person. First person's molecule is almost similar all the four cases. Second person molecules almost similar, four cases, which means the energy of a person is affecting that molecule. You know, the first person's energy is in that way, and it affects that molecule, the structure. So always the structure of the molecule is in that form, and second person's energy is in that particular way, and it affects in the molecule in this structure. So yeah, this is the scientific analysis. And then the left side image is the sand. So we cymatics is a study on sound. If we play a violin, or if we play anything, it creates a vibration. And if we put a sand on a sand plate, something like this, um, I don't know, Chladni. Chladni is the person who created this instrument called sand pattern instrument. So you put sand on it and you create a music. These sands are orienting in a way, they arrange themselves to bring a nice shape, as you can look in the image in the left side. Yeah. So if you put this much frequency, like 5065 hertz and 1305 hertz, it is the image above, you can see. If you put the frequency between 2000 something to 2077, it is the image below, you can see.
So,
So that's how.
so
Sorry.
can you go to the previous slide once again?
Oh my God. That is set of. Yeah, now I can. Yes.
Yeah. So, this is the pattern of the sand, the last picture in the right
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. Left side is the pattern of sand, and right side is water molecules.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, uh, they literally arrange themselves physically like that, or they're seeing it in the
They are
microscope or
not
something?
arranging it physically. They just put
Yeah.
sand on the Chladni plate. So you can find
Chladni
this.
plate.
Yeah. C H
What
L
is that?
A D N I. Chladni
Yes.
is the name of a person who
Oh,
invented this plate. You
Okay,
just
okay.
put some sand on it and you
Hmm.
play a music, let it be violin or guitar or whatever, and
Hmm.
you have to create this many frequencies in the instrument,
Oh.
1300, 5 hertz, and then
Hmm.
5065 hertz. If
Hmm.
you create this frequency, you are going to see the image above, where you see, the above
Oh,
two
oh,
images.
okay.
Yeah,
Awesome. Okay. Hmm.
it's mind blowing, isn't it? Which
Yeah.
says the frequency when you go to the temple and you listen to the bell sound, when you listen to the mantra, and which has certain frequency and certain vibration, and it makes some changes in your molecule structure. It makes change in your cells in the body, which
Yeah.
we were not aware of in those days, but scientifically now we understand.
Exactly. And that is why Patriji says, more than your actions, your
Mm,
words are so powerful. So be aware with your, be very, speak with so much of awareness. Every word you speak has certain energy.
mm,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
I
In
was
those
little
days people
yeah. No,
in
continue.
those days people say, if someone says about I'm going to die, leave me dying, leave me, I going to die, then immediately old people, they will stop, please don't
Mm.
talk like that,
Yeah, correct.
so even that word, just if you say for namesake or fun in funny way, but it has that consequence, maybe at least in light manner.
Definitely. I thought,
Mm.
why Patricia is saying like this? Generally, actions will have more impact, right? If I slap a person, how will he feel?
Mm.
But if I scold, that's okay. That's okay, right? Slapping is more painful. I don't know.
True,
I couldn't understand what, when he said, but maybe like this much impact it has. Every word.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, energy affects more than matter itself.
Mm.
So yeah, when you speak, it hurts
Mm.
more than the literal action part.
Yeah.
Okay, and this molecule structure of the water. So this is how. What do you guys think? When you see the first image, first and second image, the top and bottom, it looks like a flower, isn't it?
Ah.
But this is not flower. It is literally water. And if we see in a microscope, after putting in a nice Mozart music, the first image came, you put the water in a Mozart music for some long time, and then you observe the molecular pattern. This is how the structure of the crystal is. And then the second bottom image, you put the same water in Vivaldi music, you analyze the molecule, and this is how the structure of the crystal is.
Yeah.
You see the right side, the water, this is also the same water structure, but it was exposed to heavy and metal music, and you see the structure is distorted completely.
Mm. I mean, that is not like that means it is not good music. Am I right? The metal music.
Yeah, it is not, yeah, heavy metal music means like it is very vibrating, like it is highly
Disturbing kind
jumping,
of music.
disturbing sort of.
Okay. Mm.
But people are there to enjoy that music as well.
Mm.
So it eventually depends upon, if you feel, if you enjoy doing whatever, then you go, you do. If you enjoy doing the heavy metal, and if you feel like it gives you pleasure, you can. Maybe your water molecules are reacting in a way, because our body has 70% of water and more than that. And if our water molecules are behaving in that way, okay, you can enjoy your heavy metal. But 90% of the people, they prefer listening to classical, smooth, melodical, rather than that maybe the 10% of people who are enjoying heavy metal, right?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
want to share one experience here. So when
Mm-hmm.
I went to dance class once, I was into Western and other people are into classical. So after listening to so much of like Western music, I was, because of the sound, I'm getting a little headache. And I just sat there, and these people started dancing, classical people. And
Okay.
just by listening to the music, my headache is gone within like 5 minutes.
Wow.
So calm inside. And maybe the classical music has so much of, both are joyful, but this is, very calming, peaceful, very rhythmic
Mm.
properly.
Wow, that's a nice experience, to be honest. Yeah, that's what we are witnessing now by analyzing scientifically, right? Our body, our brain, everything has water molecules. And if those molecules if they get arranged in a nice manner, then eventually there is no imbalance in the structure. So we feel more better. Thanks for sharing that,
Yeah.
Haidevi. Yeah, so we are in this final part now. Something called emotional freedom technique. I will stop sharing now. So emotional freedom technique, I came across that book. Maybe you guys know already. So as we know now, everything is because of the energy. And in our body, we have many energetic spots or acumeridian points. In Chinese, we have this acupuncture medicine system, um, and how they will heal our body is they know particular points in our body in which the energy is concentrated. And if we just manipulate in those points, you will get cured of whatever the diseases we have in our body. That's the point. And this technique, which I practiced, I was taught to me. I got taught by a master called Pranahita, and I also read the same thing in this book. So I just want to share the technique, how it works now. So you have this part. You just say, for example, let's say, okay, emotional freedom technique first means you have some inbuilt emotion, which you don't even know, which means like maybe you got some pain. Let's say you failed in a driving exam, and then even after getting passed in the driving exam, um, the inner emotion which you got 1 year before, because you failed in the driving exam, it might have stored in your body and it is still there. So this technique will help you to get those emotions released from your body and mind. And the other annoying things we are not aware of, the energy body, the mental body, or spirit body, whatever the emotions are accumulated in whichever body, emotional body, what maybe, it has to be released so that you will get rid of the diseases which caused due to that emotion. So this is called emotional freedom technique. So let's say today you got scoldings from your parents and you are not able to come out of that feeling. You are literally sad. So what you will have to do is first, so this is one point in your hand, left hand, this point. You just put your 4 fingers into this point and say, okay, I got scolding from my parents. Maybe it is for the good of me, or all happened for a reason. All is well. I accept this. And if you say, it happened, right? It happened. Even if you don't feel good, even if you don't feel good because of that situation currently, it happened and you are sad, and you just say for namesake, okay, it happened, I accept that. By saying that, you are bringing that emotion out now. You are not hiding that emotion. It just comes out. And you just pop your this point. This is an acumeridian point, or maybe 1 minute, something like that. by repeatedly saying, I accept whatever happened, okay, let it be, it happened for a good. And then you go to this point, and this point is the second one. So in between the eyebrow, the starting point of the eyebrow, in that point, you have to literally feel the emotion, whichever you are undergoing. So if you are feeling sad, I'm sad. So you have to bring out the emotion. You don't have to say that I accept. The accept part is over within the first thing. And now you are literally going to say, I got really hurt. I feel that emotion now. I'm sad. I'm crying now. You bring out if you feel like crying, you just cry or whatever. So this is the first point, and this is the second point. All these are acute meridian points. This is the third point. All these points you say, I I am hurt. I feel sad. You bring that emotion. Maybe you don't have to say, just bring that emotion and just you live. However, the time you want to take, you take 5 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, take your time. And then this is the third point, which is also acupuncture, acumeridian. And this is the fourth one under the lips. And then you have to put these two. And this is the last point under the armpit, this side and this side. You can do simultaneously with both hands. All these points you are saying literally getting rid of the emotions. It might appear as if like we are building up the emotions by doing this. Now finally you come to this point, the top of your head, and now say, ah, I got rid of all the emotions which I got accumulated, and now I feel completely calm, peaceful, and happy. Even though maybe you didn't feel that, you will literally feel, I'm sure, because it happened to me, it worked. And this is the first point you are starting to say, I feel happy now. I feel satisfied. I'm literally a calm being now, a peaceful person. So you repeat all these points once again. This one, finally, these 2 points. And at the end, you keep your hands on your heart part and say, 3 breath completely. Inhale and exhale. And if you feel, now you have to now feel the before and after. How you were before and how you feel now after this technique. Literally, it worked for me. And when Pranahitaka, she taught me this meditation, this practice, uh, I was saying that I am getting, I lost my hairs these days. Maybe I am worrying about that. I said, even though I didn't worry about that, maybe I said maybe it might have built inside my body, and my hair was losing, And after doing this technique, now I observe my hairs are no more falling. Maybe one or two, but not that much. So it worked for me. You guys can try for anything. If you feel sad, you can use this thing. If you feel stressed out, you can use this. If you feel overwhelmed, yeah. If you feel whatever things you feel like, even if you are overly joyous, you want to get rid of that overly joyous and come back to normal, you can use this. Yeah. So yeah, I share once again for the last time. Share screen. Um, so yeah, so putting these ideas into practice. This is the last part of the 50th page, which I came across in this book. Sing for at least a few minutes each day when you are alone, if you feel like, of course. And then experience water deeply. Take a walk by a body of water. Enjoy a bath. Splash in a fountain. Notice the ripples and reflections in the water or feeling that you will get in your body. Before you drink a glass of water, hold it to your heart and radiate blessings towards it, and then you can drink. use sound consciously for the entire week, from apart from all music, like which means not the heavy metal things other than the meditation music channels. Write your observations of your experiences of sound and water in your journal. Yes, guys. So this is what I read so far in this amazing book. Thank you so much, Hindavi, for giving me this opportunity, and thanks everyone for listening to me patiently.
That's really informative. I
Thank you.
many times thought of reading this, started that book, but that was too big, and I am literally scared. But, you have put it in a very good way, and you explain it very very. You know, this thing like first we have to do this,
Yeah,
and next this, and next this, this and this
exactly.
and this. Okay, finally this, and in the second time we have to do it in a positive way. I
Yeah,
mean, positive,
second
with
thing.
positive
Yeah,
affirmations. Okay,
exactly.
awesome.
You can go across some videos in YouTube also. People
Oh,
will explain about this technique. It's
okay,
a
maybe.
wonderful technique. It's been there since long time.
Hmm,
Mm.
maybe I need it now. Mhm.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
experiment
So,
and then let me.
what is the name of the technique?
EFT, emotional freedom technique.
Emotional field. Nice. Yeah, guys, if you want to, if you have any doubts, you can ask, or if you want to add to this, you can add.
Definitely. If you want to share anything, don't hesitate.
Yeah. And if you are reading any book and if you want to share at least 2 points, 1 point, 2 point, whichever you like, you can share. I think Himashri, you can introduce yourself because you are attending for the first time, right? They know
Hi,
you,
Ashri.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Himanshu.
Hi, Arputha. Thank you so much. It was a great book. I think I'm very interested. I'll have a read as well. You explained very well that, so got me very curious. And to introduce myself, I am Himashri. I'm living in London right now. I am actually from Andhra Pradesh, India. And I've been meditating for more than 10 years. Been a part of PSSM for a long time now. Yeah.
The
Amazing.
interesting thing is she's doing psychology. She has done psychology and she's about to do child psychology.
Wow. Nice to know that, Himanshu, our contributions to PMC, PSSM is, yeah, I know. Yeah, huge applause for that. And yeah, as you said, this book, when I read, whenever I open this book, I feel like, should I want to read? But once I go into this book, it literally changes, your thinking, because every time you get a proof, and by seeing that proof, it motivates us again and again to not to leave reading this book actually. So once you, yeah, just not to look into the size or whatever. Mm, if we start to read, this book is keep hold on us. Yeah.
That's nice.
So Himashri,
So,
can
Himashri, can
you
you sorry, yeah. Hi, Arputha, and hi, everyone. So,
Hey,
yeah, Arput, is it the book that Vinodana was explaining on, like, regarding this ninth dimension? Is the one or like is it different?
um,
Um,
didn't
didn't
he?
he? Like when we met in the Manchester, like last December.
No, that was
No.
another one. Tobias, something like that. Tyoba prophecy.
Yeah, Tayoba. But it's regarding this. Name is bit familiar, but I think it's different.
Okay, yeah. Maybe they might have also said the same, concepts. Whereas, all these things are always same. And this book is called Mind to Matter, MIND to Matter, MATTER. So ultimately, it's about how you can make your own reality.
Yeah, I just joined in middle.
Oh, okay.
Is
that's
it
very
is it Sudhakar?
No,
This-
my name is
Hemant.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Hemant.
Hey, hello.
Yeah. Can you
I'm-
introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm living in London too. I have been here I just came in last September, and I'm from Andhra Pradesh, India too. And I'm a chartered accountant, and I was working here. So basically, I used to work in Bangalore, but yeah, I got a shift, and I was working in London right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, Hemant
Yeah.
is a really nice guy. I met him a couple of times. He actively participates in the events. Like in London, we organized once, not once, like every month is happening currently. But I went for once to the which one, the Hyde Park thing, and he was there.
Manchester, like so many are there.
Yeah. Super, Hemant.
Nice to know you. Nice to know you. You're there in the group, right? In the
I'm in the group, but yeah, I joined today. I just saw your message, and yeah, even it's like 15 minutes later, I will just join, and I join now.
Okay, awesome. So we have Navya. Navya, you're there. You can introduce yourself. Yeah, that's okay. So, how about Atisha? Atisha, you want to say something? You want to share your book? Many Lives, Many Masters. You get to listen to you.
I mean, it's been a long time. I finished reading the book 2 weeks ago, but
Okay.
one of the main things I took away from it was patience is key, and that you need to let things happen when they do. That's one of the first points that comes to mind when I've read that book. It just talks about how you can't really rush things, and you shouldn't try to control what you can't control and focus on the things you can control. And like things will happen for you if they need to happen. And if you missed something, it's because it wasn't meant for you. So that's all I remember from it.
Wow. Even I read the book, but these points did not strike. I mean, you, I think you read between the lines.
Yeah, I didn't.
Good, nice.
Yeah,
Good points you told. And I've heard a story regarding this water. I don't know whether it is true. When I was young, they told me this, and I believe this. There was a story that few people, um, few people are trying to, they formed as a group, and they're trying to do attack, bomb blast somewhere, um, somewhere, and they're planning to do that. They're planning to do that, and they're discussing it multiple times. They're traveling in the forest, moving from one place to other, and they're doing it. Finally, before before doing it, before they're doing the bomb blast itself, they have died, it seems. And they asked us why. Tell us, how did they die? How did the people who were trying to do the bomb blast had died? Even I was blank like you. So they told me that the water they're carrying with them, they're carrying from one place to other, going from one place to other, and the thoughts, they're completely negative thoughts, right? They're talking very negatively. They want to kill people, and they're saying how we kill, how the satisfaction they get after killing them. They're so sadistic, and they're talking, literally talking about that, and all the negative energy stored in the water. And when they drank that water, it it has become a poison to themselves, and they have died. I've listened to
Oh
this
my
story.
God.
I don't know whether it's true.
Guys, we have to keep some distance from this water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's why Patriji always says, put a pyramid on on our water so that it attracts cosmic energy.
true. I literally feel that in GKS's house, we always have they always have the pyramid on the water.
Water on the
I
food
could,
also, I think so. If I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm not joking. It's also on the chip side.
Uh,
but
who does that? Who does that? GK sir or Padma ma'am? Huh?
Both of them really. They just put a pyramid
What?
on every there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but to be honest, I feel the difference in taste of water. Directly if you drink from the tap and with the pyramid, I could. How about you? I could feel the difference.
Okay.
I'm
You know,
not
Atisha, how I came to know that in your house there are pyramids on every food item. Can you guess
how?
that? You have done a video on YouTube, and you are in you are you. I don't know. I don't remember the exact YouTube video, but I've seen that, and you are picking some bread from the table, and you have put there is a pyramid, and you have kept it aside and took the bread. I saw that, I literally thought, oh my god, this is next level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jokes apart, pyramids always have healing power, I think.
These jokes are fun. Yeah.
By saying that in front of my eyes, we have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, pyramids are everywhere here.
Yeah.
I want to share one point from the book I'm reading. There is book called The Road Less Traveled. That means the that is a book which says, I did not understand the title in initial days. I think you understood the meaning. That means the very few people who travel in this path, such a beautiful path, that is like that. That was the meaning. So there are so many topics in that, and there is about love in that. Love is always interesting topic for us, right? So I've started reading it, and uh, so in that they mentioned that when we really love someone, whether our parents or partner or anyone, we should not, you know, we have to, love is like, uh, see, helping the other people to grow spiritually and helping yourself to grow spiritually. Both is, that is love. The feeling that we have, that attached feeling, or the feeling that we have for them, for others, just to be with our just to be with us uh, always, is not the feeling of love. That is the feeling of attachment. They have distinguished it properly. And if you really love someone, then you should not make them dependent on you. So generally what we do is, for suppose this is practically I'm observing at my home, uh, with me and my mom. My mom generally, with the attachment she has with me, she used to do all the things, like from the food. She literally made me dependent on her on many things. Even we don't realize it when we only realize it when certain time comes in our life. So I started realizing it. Then I understood, and she is depending on me on for some things like technology and all, and I'm literally depending on her for the food, the home things and all. So then I understood, okay, if I really love my mother, I'm going to leave her in few months, and I'd go away, maybe should not understand. If she doesn't understand these technical things in phone, she may suffer. And in the same way, if I don't learn to cook for myself, I will suffer. So if I really love her, I have to give her time to learn that. And if she really loves me, she has to do that. So I practically observed that point. Just felt like
True.
sharing. Yeah. So when we really think that if we love someone, we should not make them depend on on us. We think that, yeah, thanks. We think that if we make them depend on us, they'll be with us. But that's not that is that is literally attachment, and in some way it is
Yeah,
like sadistic. We don't even
to be
know.
honest, yeah. It's like we make them handicapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if imagine, okay, you love him or her or your parents, and you do all the things that they should have to do for themselves. And if you do that to them, yeah, as you said, they don't learn that, and finally, they tend to remain the same, as if a
There's
kid
no
who
change.
never went to school. Mm.
Mm. And in a healthy relationship, we have to shift the roles. Like
Mm.
if once in a week we have to shift. Like if we are doing every week you are doing the same thing, then one week we have to let others do.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Maybe in the starting it feels like, okay, we are doing something for them. We'll feel satisfied, but in the long run, it is going to hurt us. We may not know now.
Okay. So the entire idea is to make self-dependent and self-loving.
Yeah.
Mm. No expectation whatsoever.
Yeah.
Mm. Thanks for revealing this, Hindari.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So Himashri, you want to say something? She's working on, she's into meditation, she's into psychology. I think she will get, some interesting things for us definitely in the future.
True. Next time, maybe her chemistry, it is your turn, and please enlighten us, throw us some light. Okay, then
Yeah. I think if there is nothing to share from Hemant and Himashri, I think we can end the session.
yeah. Thank you so much for your time, guys, and
Yeah.
I wish you a nice Sunday.
And
And
I learned from you. Like I just thought I'll share something, but you literally came with the presentation. So next time, next time it's like motivation for me.
competition gets increased.
Yeah, healthy competition that should be there definitely.
Yeah. Jealous about reading books.
Yeah,
Okay.
positive jealous.
Positive. Make
Yeah,
how to make
this is
negativity into
one
positive.
tablet. Yeah, this is one tablet in spiritual tablets. This is called
Okay.
one plus Arshad Varga. So if you have
Wow.
jealous, make it as a positive jealous. We'll discuss on it only. Yeah.
True.
Hello. Yeah. Thanks
Okay.
for joining. Bye bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye, Atisha. Mystery. Bye. Bye, Hemant.
Bye.